installation late night baseball cards. We'll be ripping some 1989 tops. I also have 1992 Fleer Ultra. Actually, no, just Fleer. And I have some 91 Score, which potentially has a Mantle rookie in it. So let's get into some of this. Hope you guys have had a good New Year. And a good holiday. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, no holiday, Festivus. It's all good. All right. Let's get into it. Now, there's a Randy Johnson rookie in here. A Smoltz rookie. Somewhere. Let me get the box out of the way. The box is kind of imposing. Tim Flannery. Don Slott. Ricky Horton. Dave West, Greg Minton. Here's a nice one of Wade Boggs. Not centered that good. That card's usually centered pretty well. Keith Atheron. The Spring Break inserts. These are kind of cool. I'd love to have that shirt now. Obi McDowell. Jay Bell. Roger Craig. George Bell. Claudel Washington. Bill Schroeder. And Joel Youngblood. Pretty uneventful first pack there. But it's all good. Robin Ventura got the gum stain bad on this one. Larry Sheets, Terry Leach, Hall of Fame manager, Tony La Russa. It's a nice card. Al Newman, Jose Alvarez, Bruce Ruffin, Davey Johnson, and Ken Caminiti. Just was watching a video about Ken. Kirby Puckett, All-Star, Tim Cruz, Mark Eichhorn, Terry Francona, and Robin Ventura. It's a cool one of Terry. Here's another cool one of Terry I just got today from the 82 Zellers. Really cool cards. I don't know if they're rare or not, but I never seen them, so. There's a Robin Ventura. I'll tell you, I get more out of ripping these packs than the new stuff, to be honest. Nothing to do with the game now or the players. To do with the price of the boxes, and it's just become ridiculous. No fun anymore. Because it's no fun when you buy a box, you spend a ton of money, and then you feel like you got robbed after you open it up. Because the more you pay, the more expectations you have. It's natural. All right, let's try to get us something out of here. There's a Mario Diaz, Don Paul, Gary Carter. It's a nice one of the kid. Keep that one. Kind of DL collect Gary Carter, Steve Lombardozzi, Jeff Hamilton, Vince Coleman, Dave LaPointe, Shawan Dunston, Steve Curry, Jim Aducci, Doug Drabeck, Doc Edwards, Tony Phillips, and Rich Yett. So I think just one Hall of Famer so far. John Cerruti, although he'd probably pronounce it Cerruti. Had a conversation about that, my uncle. Jose De Leon, Dave Trevecki, Atlee Hammaker, Keith Hernandez. One of the best to ever do it at first base. Great player. Probably a Hall of Famer if you ask me. Put that on the side. It's a nice one. Pete Smith, Tim Burke, Expos. Cool hat, right? There he is, my friend, Dave Parker. Can never throw away a Dave Parker card. It's a nice card. It's actually is, that's the kind of cool. Well, the back's not centered, but yeah, nice card. Dave Otto, Mickey Brantley, and is he the dad of Michael Brantley, who I think just retired? Hanging him up. Jim Presley and Lance Johnson. Michael Brantley could play. Let's go to Baseball Reference real quick. It's like 90% of the time when you see the same last name, it's not a really common last name. It is, let's see. Let me look here, because now I'm thinking. Mickey Brantley. I'm on Baseball Reference right here. Maybe he's an uncle. I don't know. Let's see. Mickey Brantley. Yep, father of Michael Brantley. So, wow, this card's from 1989, and now even the son has retired. So, that's daddy right there. And Michael Brantley was awesome. Awesome player. Really talented dude. Probably should have better stats than he does. I think he slipped under 300, which is unfortunate. That would bother me. I feel like Father Baker. Hey man, that would bother me. Wow, an intact piece of gum. Amazing. All right, let's see here. There's a Rob Deere. Keith Moreland. It's the Mark Grace Gold Rookie Cup. Ruben Sierra. Bill Wegman. Steve Balboni of Yankees fame. Chris Sabo. Chris Sabo was awesome, man. He had some good years. It's a pretty cool card. Too bad it's destroyed with gum on the back. Let's see. Insert. Rafael Santana. Montgomery. Dave Palmer. See, now, I don't think this is Jim Palmer's son, because this dude... All right. This is Doug Jones, yeah, I forget. All these dudes, Jeff Ballard, Wally Joyner, Pirates leaders, and Luis Aquino. I gotta say though, 89 is a really cool looking design. Really nice design. Not too much in that set, obviously. Update, or rather, traded, it was known at the time, had better stuff. And it, of course, Ken Griffey Jr. All right. We got Jeff Blauser, Danny Heap, Lance Parrish, who is a really, really very good ball player. Juan Castillo, Steve, Eric Davis, my boy. Eric Davis is great. Eric Davis was one of those players when I was a kid. I was like, wow, this guy's like serious business, man. That rookie card was no joke. Hall of Famer Bert Blyleven from the Minnesota Twins. Hipoto Pena, Joe McGreen, Drew Hall, Tommy Barrett, Doug Jones, Padres leaders. I'm going to say Tony Gwynn everywhere, isn't it? Of course it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, he's leading 4 of the hitting stats, but that shouldn't surprise anyone because Tony Gwynn is Tony Gwynn. Okay, some more of this out here. Maybe get a Randy Johnson rookie. Maybe. There's a company store insert. Dave Meads. Another Dave Parker. That's a nice one. Not as centered as the first one. Greg Olson. Frank Viola. Guy had a serious circle change. Oswald Peraza. We got Oswaldo Peraza now in the Yankees. That's interesting. Jim Presley. Lance Johnson, Jeff Montgomery, different Jeff Montgomery. That's funny, right? That's funny. Jim Snyder, having fun with these names. Luis Salazar, Glenn Wilson, Donnell Nixon, Mike Flanagan, Tom Lawless, and Bob Brower. And if you guys are just joining, hope you're having fun. I'm just opening up some Junkwax here. Just something that I love to do and just sharing it with you guys. So I am happy to have you along for the ride. It's funny, I bet if I were doing a video like this, now I don't have that many, like, I really don't, I have like 300 something followers, so, but if I were doing a video like this in 2020, with the streaming, I wasn't streaming at that point, you get a lot of people, because I would see people ripping Junkwax who just get a ton of live viewers on there, and they didn't have very many, but everybody was into it at the time, which is, you know, it's cool. Ebbs and flows of the hobby. This is Doug Jones again. Luis Aquino. I feel like I had this pack. Here's a Lance McCullers. Mark Lewis. Nice checklist. Love checklists. Ken Phelps. Walt Weiss. Tracy Jones. Charlie O'Brien. Charlie Puleo. Tony Fernandez. And Rags, Dave Righetti, Ron Tingley. Mike Boddicker. That's a nice background there on this card with the stands. Reminds me of a 50s era card. I love that. Oh, there's the gum. Angels Leaders, which I bet you is going to be, let's see. Hard to read that one. Ozzie Guillen. Darryl Boston. Sandy Alomar. Rob Ducey. Dodgers Leaders. Ty Griffin. The draft pick cards. Shane Raleigh. Long career. Played for the Yanks. Won some well. Craig Lefferts. And the Iron Man Hall of Famer Cal Ripken. It's a nice card. Nick Esselstyn. Kirk Gibson. And there's a nice Doc. Always happy to pull a Doc Gooden, man. It's a thrill for me to pull this card. The card's worth nothing, but to me, it's fun. Nice to get a nice Mattingly. Nice Ricky Henderson. Nice Randy Johnson rookie. Excusez-moi. I'm all messed up. All right. And there's Fernando Valenzuela. Legendary pitcher. Danny Darwin. Joe Morgan. Different Joe Morgan. Whitey Herzog. Same Whitey Herzog. Legendary manager. Pretty good player. Ken Gerhart. Kurt Ford. Kurt Wilkerson. Len Lancaster. There's a nice one of Eck. Hall of Famer. Man, the A's just had the best uniforms, in my opinion. They just really did. They just had the best uniforms. Kurt Young, Richard Dotson, Jose Rijo. Grab one. Now I wonder, should I go to Instagram right now? I'll be honest. Because you don't get that good exposure on YouTube. YouTube stuff. 100 followers on my Instagram. I have like close to 6,000. There's a nice one, Andre Dawson. Brock turned back the clock. Tom Candiotti, Roger McDowell, Alan Ashby, Bob Walk. Has a nice one of Dale Murphy, Mike Greenwell, Eddie Whitson, Ivan Calderon, and the great Greg Maddux. All right, boys, we're going to do 4 more packs here. Let's see if we can hit us a Randy Johnson rookie. Or a Don Mattingly, something or other. And there we go. There's a sweet Ricky. Although it may have some corner issues there. Actually, no, it looks pretty good. Well, the bottom is not centered well, but it's a Ricky, so keep that. Hubie Brooks, Kevin McReynolds, Rick Shue, Scott Fletcher, Dickie Thon, Nelson Liriano, Leaders, Ken Herbeck, Mark Williamson, Ken Howell, Jeff Musselman, George Bell slams 3 home runs on opening day. That's a record breaker for sure. Coolest thing about the old Topps packs, man, they just looked so cool. They really did. Ernie Riles, Zane Smith, Ed Hearn, Jim Lindemann, Harold Baines, controversial Hall of Famer Harold Baines, Chris Spire, Dave Bergman, Marvin Freeman, Gary Gaetti. There he goes. Tracy Woodson, Stan Jefferson. I always thought that was a cool card. And there's a nice Donnie. That is actually a nice Donnie. Maybe a little bit off center. But that's okay. Greg Booker and a Pascal Perez. All right, guys, I'm going to open one last pack. It's been fun. Not getting too much action on the stream tonight, so I'm going to move this over to my Instagram where I will probably get some more action on it. Because if not, I'll just open them myself. I like to share with the community, but sometimes the algorithm's just crazy. There's a nice Fred McGriff. And nobody sees what you're doing. That's a nice card. Pete Stanacek, Mike LaValliere, Dwight Evans. This guy was a great player. Gene Nelson, Jose Batista, Dave Steeb. Just an absolutely fantastic ball player. Great pitcher. Mario Diaz, John Paul, another Gary Carter. That was not centered that well. Dave Gallagher, Mike Bielecki, Tony Olivia, Herman Gonzalez, and Luis Rivera. And actually, well, welcome. Have a good one. We're done with late night baseball cards. Thank you. I'll see you next time.